It's another day, the sun is shining. Got to know what's going on around you. Wake up, it's the time to motivate your mind. Come with me, let's make this moment brighter. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Come on and wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Hey.
Good morning, happy Monday to you. Welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise. I'm Philip Simon.
And I'm Dean filling in for Anastasia Palacios.
She's all over the world, isn't she?
All over, a superstar.
Well, welcome back, Donnie.
Thank you so
We haven't done
much.
this, I don't know if we've done this before,
No.
but we've never done this before.
No,
But
always been with Star.
always been with
Yes.
Star. Well, listen, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How have you been?
I've been great.
Yeah?
I've been really good.
Yeah.
How about you? Now, you know you have to know me to call me Donnie.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm sorry, Dequesta and Donnie. I almost said double D.
Yes. People actually have called me Double D before, sometimes even Triple D. So,
I know, right?
yeah.
But it's long time. Like they say, I know her long time.
Long time.
So how have you been? I mean, what
I've
you
been
been
pretty
up to?
good. I've
Yeah?
been up to so much, Phil. Life has just been flying by.
Yeah.
It's been super amazing. With the work that I do now as a corporate trainer has kept me
Right.
really, really busy. And I'm so excited to see how you've grown in your career.
Yeah?
And, yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
And I was so moved by your story when I saw it for the very first time on
I know.
Facebook, your
It's-
medical comeback.
It's
It was
with
so
me all the time. You know, I tell people all the time, it's like, you know, I didn't see it coming.
Right.
Didn't see it coming. But, you know, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for another opportunity, a new day. I mean, life.
Yes.
You know, life. Speaking of life, I want to say a belated happy birthday to Anthony Muggy Saunders. our
Happy
stepfather.
birthday.
He celebrated 70 years old. I didn't even know
Oh.
that. You reach, you know. And then I had two cousins that celebrated birthdays that I can recall: Levine, Hartman Nixon, and Miranda Lightborn. I don't know their ages, but listen, happy birthday, guys.
Happy
November's
birthday.
a busy month. Is that February?
February?
Okay, we're going. Yeah. So what else? How was your weekend? What did you do this weekend?
Listen, I attended a wedding this weekend, and I want to say congratulations to Omar and Indira Sands. They got married on Saturday past. Indira is the daughter of Lincoln Deal, and Omar
Senior,
is the son
yeah.
of Sandy Sands.
Okay.
So it was a beautiful wedding ceremony, and she looked just like Cinderella.
Oh, my
It was
goodness.
just so gorgeous. I want to say congratulations to you guys. Wishing you blessings for a wonderful, lifelong marriage.
Oh man! But speaking of blessings, congratulations to those Dolphins out there. It's just pandemonium. I mean, on the same day the Dolphins win, the Patriots lose. I don't know, but anyway, I don't know if you're a
It's a
football type of
trade-off. It was
person,
a
but,
trade-off.
yeah. But listen, we've got a busy show. We've got a great show lined up for you. It's a running kind of show. The Bahamas Roadmasters Running Club is here to tell us about the half marathon. It's interesting to get closer to Christmas, and it seems to be more athletic. People,
Yes.
they know what's coming, right? And then, of course, Rev is here, business in a box. That's quite interesting.
Yes.
And then, of course, we have the chair of the Water and Sewage Corporation. He's going to be talking to us about the restoration efforts related to Dorian.
Awesome, and that's not all we have for you today, folks. We'll find out all about the first ever medical coding symposium. Open Systems Technologies is also back to talk about the products and services they offer to businesses. And we'll get all the details on the CIBC First Caribbean Walk for the Cure happening this coming Saturday.
Yeah.
All this and more, but let's check on weather first with Godfrey Burnside.
Weather at sunrise, brought to you by Bahamas First. First in insurance, today, tomorrow.
Thank you, Dequesta, and good morning, Bahamas. And your first look at weather sunrise. We have a weak form of boundary, just the extreme northwest Bahamas, and there'll be some cloudiness at Grand Bahama, Abaco, and Bimini during the daytime and for the next 24 hours, with a couple of showers. But for the most part, high pressure dominates the weather across the island, so a lovely day weather-wise. Elsewhere, today, some cloudiness across the northwest Bahamas, Grand Bahama, Abaco, but for the most part, partly sunny, hot and humid, with a few showers over the remainder of the islands, high temperature reaching 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, partly cloudy over the extreme northwest Bahamas with a few showers, few patchy clouds, and warm over the rest of the islands with a few showers possible. Low temperature going down to 79 degrees Fahrenheit. And some regional highs and lows across the Caribbean. Barbados 81 and 80. In Jamaica 81 and 69. In Trinidad 81 and 77. And the Turks and Caicos Islands 88 and 78. Across North America, Atlanta 1638. In Raleigh 61 and 33. In Miami 87 and 77. Dallas, Texas 67 46. And Toronto, Canada 56 and 46. As we go through the week, a pretty good week in store weather-wise. Partly sunny skies, still hot and humid, but we look like a cold front could move in sometime by Saturday or Sunday. That could cool us down for early next week, but those temperatures during the week will be in the upper 80s at nighttime, in the mid to upper 70s. That puts you up in your first look at weather sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Phil.
Thank you very much, Godfrey. You and us together. Rev is in the house.
Hey.
They have a fully integrated solution for small and medium-sized enterprises. It's called Business in a Box.
Yes.
So very pleased to have joining us this morning Shawnette Thompson, Director of Commercial Sales, Cable Bahamas.
Yes. Hey, Phil.
Good
How
to
are
see you.
Always good to see you.
Yeah, how's
Yeah,
it been? I
it's
mean,
great.
you guys are continuously, I mean, you're out there, you're busy. I mean, we see you, it's like becoming ubiquitous.
Absolutely.
But Business in a Box, this sounds familiar.
Yep.
Maybe this is an improved version of what
It
we already
is,
know.
exactly.
Okay.
So we started the Business in the Box stuff about 2 years ago, and that version included basic internet service, a telephone line, and opportunities to advertise your business. We're excited about this new version because it also includes a quad play opportunity.
Okay.
So you do get your fast, reliable internet access, you get a business telephone line to make and receive calls with your customers and your business partners, and you get TV ads to advertise your business so that people know who you are, where you are, they know about your products and your services. And then you also get mobile services.
Okay. Mobile,
So,
okay.
Mobile. So customers and business owners can now do business wherever they are, whether they're in the office or if they're on the road doing something else. They can also still receive calls, still make calls to their business partners. You get exciting features like virtual numbers, so you can get a 305 number.
Oh,
If you
okay,
do a lot of
okay.
business with people in the States, you
Okay.
can give them a 305 or another area code number so that they
And
can
it's just
call
like
you.
they're over there,
And
I
it's
mean,
just
no-
like they're over there, so it's no
Okay.
international cost for them. It's easier for people to reach you and to place their orders or get information about what they're looking for from your business.
That's excellent. And so the mobile part of it is that a transfer number, or is it actual a cell, or that's what you?
So the mobile is part of our service offering that comes with Alive. As you know, Cable
Okay.
Bahamas
Yep.
it owns Alive as well as Rev. And so we've brought these two great brands together to offer a wonderful array of services that's targeted and specifically designed to help small business owners
Okay.
to build and grow their business.
And that's everything. So you go from like a triple play to a quad play.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
Excellent. And I would imagine this obviously offers not just in terms of the additional services, but the price.
Yes.
Okay.
So the price, it's really great actually. It starts at $164, including all of those things that I mentioned.
Really?
So internet for your business, your landline, TV ads to promote your business so people know who you are, where you are, mobile services, all for $164.
Wow. So I mean, that sounds great. I mean, is it a simple process? I mean,
It's really simple to sign up actually. You can come into the Cable Bahamas store or the Alive stores, or you can just call 601-8911, or you can email us at businesssolutions@cablebahamas.com.
who are you targeting? I mean, I know we say small and medium-sized enterprises, but persons who are out there listening to the show right now, and they have, maybe it's just them, or they maybe have less than 10 employees or more than 10 employees. I mean, who are you specifically targeting as a customer?
So we know that the Small Business Development Center estimates they have about 3,500 members. So that includes everything from micro to small and medium businesses. But really, it's the entrepreneur with a dream. You've come up with this great idea, this great product, this great service that you can offer in the community. You found the great location where it's easy access for your customers to find you. And you've decided to be the CEO of your own destiny. You're stepping out on faith. You've decided to start your own business, or maybe you have an existing business that's growing and it's going to the next step, and you need to ensure that you have the infrastructure and bandwidth available to support those services.
Okay.
So we know that in the small business community, the internet's used for more than just email and
Right.
downloads now. It's actually used for credit card processing. It's
Right.
used for CCTV if you want to be able to see what's going on in your business. And those things require bandwidth.
Okay.
So we ensure that you have the kind of bandwidth and capacity you need with at least 50 megs
Okay.
so that you can conduct your business operations as you need to. The telephone line for your business includes your free local calling, free on-net calling to any Cable Bahamas subscriber. It includes long distance minutes so that you can make international calls
Right.
without incurring additional charges. It includes a virtual number. So
And when you say make international, there's not a charge for incoming calls?
there's no charge for the incoming calls on
Right,
that
right,
305
right,
number.
Okay, right.
And then there's no charge for the outgoing calls as well.
Okay.
So the outgoing calls to US, Canada, and popular jurisdictions are also included. So it really offers all of the solutions and services you need for connectivity to promote and grow your business, all at one low price of $164. And then we also include the TV ads. So like I said, if you've got this great location, you got this great idea, you're doing these wonderful things, but nobody knows where you are, how are they supposed to
Right,
find you? So
right.
we're helping you to put your business out there to promote and grow your business so that people know who you are, what you're doing, where to find you, how to call you, how to place their orders, and stay connected with you.
And you say there's no cost for the TV ads, or
The TV ads are included.
how many?
You get TV ads for the first 2
Yeah.
weeks. We will put the ad together for you, so there's no cost to get the ads going. And then if you want to continue the ads, we can work out something that meets your budget.
I don't think you can beat that, man. I mean, because for those who are in the business, it comes at a cost when you start putting things together,
Exactly.
production costs,
Exactly.
talent costs, all the rest
Exactly.
of that stuff. Oh,
Exactly.
excellent. So literally somebody could just pick up the phone, they can call, or they can walk into any of the Rev or the Live
Yep.
stations and say, listen, tell me more about Business in a Box.
Absolutely.
All right. Of course, it's online as well. I mean, if somebody wants to see all of these features.
Yes.
Yeah.
CableBahamas.com.
One final question, the customer service.
Yes.
There's always, an Achilles heel of many businesses out there. But I mean, you guys, I think, have been doing well
Absolutely,
in terms of the
absolutely.
ability to I mean, because now you're talking quad play. I
Yes.
mean, that's a lot of services, a lot of questions that could come, and
Yeah.
it's just one single phone number and.
Yes, absolutely. So as you may know, we've been in the business for 25 years now in terms of cable TV, internet services, and all of the other offerings we bring for your home as well as your business.
Okay.
And we've got a 24/7 contact center that's available to accept calls if you're interested in signing up for new service offerings. If you have questions about our services, we're happy to help.
All right, excellent. So we've been with Shauna Thompson, Director of Commercial Sales, Cable Bahamas. Again, another one of those lovely women at the organization who I've known for a very long time. So good to see you.
Thank you.
So good to see you. Excellent. Business in a Box, brought to you by Rev. You and us together. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Good afternoon. First response. How can I help you?
I've been in an accident on West Bay Street. Can you send someone to help?
Yes, ma'am. A first response team will be there in 15 minutes. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine, but a bit upset.
We're glad you're not hurt. Please, try to relax. Our team will take care of everything as soon as they arrive.
First Response provides immediate on-site service and support from the scene of an accident through the claims and repair process. And it's free to all Bahamas First insured drivers in New Providence every day for any type of accident. If you drive and want first response on your side, call 32-FIRST or visit bahamasfirst.com for the name of an authorized Bahamas First agent. First response can't prevent an accident from happening.
But it can certainly ease your mind when it happens.
We get up early every morning to offer safe and dependable service. Where quality service is paramount. An excellent travel experience is priority. Connecting the islands of the Bahamas to the world. Bahamas Air. We don't just fly here, we live here.
Of course, Open Systems Technology Bahamas is the place for innovative technology solutions for documents and information management, business continuity planning, and more. Here with us this morning to talk about their business solutions are Peter C. Bridgewater, President and CEO of Open Systems Technologies Bahamas, Kevron Sands, DocuWare Support Consultant and Workflow Animation Specialist at Open Systems Technology Bahamas, and Darcy Raming Jr., who is from Arawak X and a client of OPS. Good morning, gentlemen, and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning. Good morning.
So talk to us a little bit about the concept, the content management solutions you offer.
Okay. Well, what we've been providing now for the past 18 years here in the Bahamas, working with government as well as private sector, is the ability to scan, capture, and store information electronically.
So that's to avoid paper.
Well, it is to reduce the amount of paper that you use, and it is also a method for backing up your information and also for disaster recovery.
Okay, that's great. So what do you offer to assist with business continuity?
Well, we have a product that Kevron is going to talk about that he's been getting some training on that we've been offering for the past year. It enables us, we work with Recovery Planner, which is a large Fortune 500 company in New York that works specifically with businesses and governments to be able to develop business continuity plans to help them in the event of a disaster. And so the product, Kevron has been going through the training recently.
So Kevin, you want to tell us a little about that?
All right, so with that product, it's basically, it'll send out GIS information. So if there's a storm coming close to your company, it'll let you know that you need to get out, how much surge of water, whatever it is. It just keeps you ahead of everything.
Okay.
And to add to that, basically every business needs a business continuity plan in case of a disaster. We see what climate change has done with Hurricane Dorian in Abaco and in Grand Bahama.
Yes.
And so it is important for businesses to develop a business continuity plan. And the product Recovery Planner that we've been offering for a number of years enables a business to create a business continuity plan, look at the risk assessment in the business, also enable them to use crisis management to deal with the actual event, as well as Kevron mentioned, email notification.
Okay.
Darcy is here with us this morning, and he's one of our customers who is going to be using this innovative technology, enterprise content management, as well as the recovery plan and building their business continuity plan.
Okay, Darcy, so you want to tell us a little bit about why you chose to do that?
Yes, so I run, Arawak X is a equity crowdfunding platform. So it's financial technology. And as you can imagine, when you're dealing with people's financial records, if heaven forbid something like a hurricane happens and you lose all of that, that's the end of your business. So we work with Open Systems because they're some of the best in the business at this.
Okay, that's really good stuff. So you are an authorized DATO,
Yes.
global business partner offering the best in data backup and recovery systems. So what are the benefits? I mean, you may have covered it, but what are the benefits of that?
Well, what that enables, working with Datu, what that enables our customers to do is to back up their data. All right, and so each night the data can be backed up to an appliance and is also backed up into the cloud. All right, and when I say cloud, we mean a data center around the world. And so our customers can indicate to us where do they want their data to be backed up in the US, in Canada, in Europe, in Germany. And so we are able to set that system up so that their information is backed up so that they have access to it at any time.
And that sounds pretty good because can I tell you, as a small business owner, I have a little, the little external drive,
Right.
and I dropped my drive and I lost absolutely everything. So I had to start over from scratch. So I understand how important it is of having, the backup that you require. So the documents that you need are always accessible. As you pitch this to organizations or businesses, how receptive are you seeing it in the market, or what would you say to a business, small, medium, or large, to encourage them to really back their information up for, like you say, a moment of crisis? What would you share with them listening now?
Well, having been in this industry now and offering these services in the Bahamas now for 18 years, we've worked with businesses that have backed up over 100 million pages of information in government, over 50 years of information in various government agencies. And so when you look at what we just recently experienced in the Bahamas, okay, it is very important. If you want to get your business back up and running quickly, you need to have access to your information.
Okay.
And so using the technology that we provide, that we'll also be providing to ROAC will enable businesses, small, even mom and pop shops, to be able to get back in business after a crisis or a disaster.
Okay. And so how can people get more information about your company?
Well, we are located in One Bay Street in the British Colonial in the Center of Commerce. Our website is www.opensystems-ps.com, and our telephone number is 242-328-6736. And so you can call the office. Kevron will be available. I'll be available, and we'd be happy to be able to provide some consultation on how you can make your business more resilient in the event of a disaster or crisis.
Okay, good stuff. So thank you so very much for joining us here today on Bahamas at Sunrise. We appreciate you being here. Great. We'll be back right after this.
Wait, that's Omar Little from The Wire. You think everyone is Omar from The Wire?
Wow, it's really nice to meet a fan.
It's like he's right here. I telling you he's been all type shows and stuff?
And you know, Rev Go Play plays a lot of good movies and TV shows.
Excuse me, can't you see we're watching something else? Rude.
Settle all your pop culture disputes with Rev Go Play. Watch, record, and stream all your favorite shows wherever you are. Free for all Rev TV subscribers. Rev, you and us together.
Do you want to know more about the scriptures, the early Christian church, its teachings, suffering, other religions, the authenticity of the Bible? The Anglican Theological Institute is for you. Enroll in a 3-year certificate program. Classes are conducted from NASA and Freeport on Saturday mornings. Don't miss a class. Stay connected anytime, anywhere, with high-speed internet. Contact us at 603-2481. Visit our Facebook page. Pick up an application form at any Anglican church or at Addington House on Sands Road. The Anglican Theological Institute is for you.
Welcome back to the show. We have the runners in the house. The road masters are here. The Bahamas Half Marathon is just a couple of weeks away, November 24th. We have Marcel Major, president of the Bahamas Road Masters, Mike Cunningham, vice president, Anastasia Turnquist, the only rose amongst us. I won't call him Florence this morning, but she's a committee member, and of course Derek Burrows, also a committee member. Good morning, lady, gents. Welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
It's that time of year again.
Yes.
The seventh means complete. So this, I mean, you guys, we all grown up now on this Bahamas Half Marathon. Congratulations. I heard you guys were just, doing your thing up in the United States somewhere. Chicago.
Marathon, yes.
Oh, wow. I'll speak a little bit about the Bahamas Road Masters, just really quickly for persons who aren't members and might be interested in joining.
Well, the Bahamas Road Masters was established in 1990. We officially got established in 1990. We're a group of like-minded runners who just love running. Mm-hmm. We are a non-profit organization, and one of our biggest things, claim to fame, is that we raise monies for charities.
Excellent.
We invite anybody who's willing and have a love for running to join us, and we welcome you to come and join us.
And of course, this is an event that is for raising money for charity.
It is. It is.
All right, excellent. So 7 years, Mike, of doing this particular event. Describe the event to us. I see you got 10K, you got 5K, and of course, marathon itself, the half marathon itself.
Yes, the race it started out initially as a 20-miler. And so we did not get sufficient participants, so we changed it to a half marathon,
Okay.
whereby we got much more participants, and we include the 10K, which even increased the participant, and we say, well, you know, a lot of Bahamians like to run a 5K, so we now have a 5K as well. In addition to that, we have a relay for the half marathon.
All right.
And the race starts on from Awaki, going all the way past Sun Fun. That's the full marathon. The 10K turn around at Bahamas, and the 5K turn around at Go Slope.
Excellent, excellent. I mean, I hear this all. You love to run. I don't know, my knees are not.
It's also walker friendly. So
walker friendly.
Don't feel intimidated.
You're trying to say I got no excuse, right?
No excuse.
But I see you have an expo also planned at the site.
Yes, there's an expo the day before on the Saturday the 23rd. There's an expo at our host Hotel Marriott Courtyard. So persons can also register on that day, and we have a number of vendors, you know, displaying their goods, and you know, person can come out, and even if you're not a runner, you can come out and take part in the expo as well.
Yeah. So Derek, who is this for, man? I mean, who is this event for?
This event is for everybody. You know, I'm the newbie amongst the whole crew, and I got hooked. One shot and I'm hooked. So it's for the family. It's safe.
Yeah.
So it's for the experienced runner, the novice runner. What I like about it is when you get out there, the route is occupied, it's fun. So, you know, you reach that, you're 1 mile away and the crowd will take you through.
They'll take you through, right? And once you get through the crowd, okay, you fall at the finish line, right? Are there prizes? I mean, you know.
Yes, very excited this year because we have a $13,000 prize for $13,000. It's $5,000 for the first male half marathon finisher, $5,000 for the first female half marathon finisher. It's $1,000 for both male and female second place finisher, and $500 for the third male and female half
That's some
marathon.
serious stuff. Tucker, we got to wrap our knees and see if we can make this thing happen. But it's obviously grown over the years. I mean, you mentioned the growth when you add in the different types of races. Are you finding more, is it just locals? I mean, you have registration from persons abroad as well?
No, it's more than locals. Now we've gone as far as Kenya.
Really?
We have a few Kenyan runners who are coming. I think it's the first time they've been participating in our event, right? So we're looking for a very, very competitive field.
Wow.
We have our local Bahamian, O'Neill Williams, who is the record holder. And I think his time was like 1 hour and 13 minutes the last time. That's his record. So we're going to have a very, very competitive field.
Wow.
We have Canadians are coming, we have the Americans are coming, and we have other countries that are participating as well.
Wow. I mean, that's completely amazing to me. So how can people register? I mean, obviously registration. There's not a limit on.
No, persons can register on our website, www.bahamashalf.com, at Santee Embroidery on Shirley Street, as well as Palmdale Vision Center. Or you can email bahamashalf@gmail.com, or you can call our president at 804-8595. So there are various avenues you can register and sign up.
Making sure there ain't no excuse for you out there to not be a part of this
And
race.
we'd also like to say we're reaching out to corporate Bahamas as well. So for groups of 10 or more, you know, we're offering discounts as well.
All right, and is that the relay in particular, or the relay means it's a team? So
yeah, 3-person relay.
And that's for the half marathon.
Yes,
that's the half.
Okay. All right, great. And there's a prize as well for.
Everyone receives a finisher medal as well as a trophy if you place in your category, yes. Yeah.
All right. Listen, I see you guys running. I see Mike all the time in Cable Beach. Marcel look like he's ready to run right now. But obviously this has become like a lifestyle. I mean, you know, you see guys, the newbie and the crew, he's already a champion the whole course.
Yes, it is. But it's running to me. It's very addictive. You ever heard somebody say about the run is high? I think all of us have experienced it and are still experiencing it. So it's a very welcome addiction.
Yeah. Well, I see the addiction live and in color with my colleague here. But so you did the Chicago. What is it? Bank of America.
Bank of America, Chicago.
Bank of America. Yeah. What's next? I mean, is this like on the itinerary every year? You do 2 or 3 days a year?
Yeah, we're looking to go to Miami in February to do the Miami Marathon.
All right.
Yeah, so that's next up.
That means you're just running all the time. Okay, so there's no deadline to register on the 24th. You can actually do it on the 24th as well.
No, you have the 23rd is the deadline. 23rd, yes.
At the expo.
At the
expo.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, great. Anything else? Sponsors.
We'd just like to publicly thank our sponsors, which is, of course, the Nassau Courtyard Marriott Hotel. They are a race hotel, so we're encouraging persons internationally, persons on the Family Islands who are willing to, who wants to run, to just check with the hotel. It's on our website, bahamashalf.com, and register. There's a special rate if you let them know that you are participating in the race. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, the Ministry of Tourism, who is our main sponsor, Cancer Treatment Centers of America, Caribbean Bottling, Bahamas Race, Generali, Bahamas Wholesale Agency, Santee, Bahamas Welding and Fire, Carpet World, and those are our major sponsors.
Excellent, guys. Thank you so much for being here on Bahamas at Sunrise. Marcel Major, President, Bahamas Roadmasters, Michael Cunningham, Vice President, Anastasia Turnquest, Committee Member, and the newbie, Derek Burrows. I tell you, Chelly, we doing this?
Yeah.
He said no. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Davriel, and welcome to Rev Tips, where we answer your most important Rev service questions. Today's question is, how do I set up a Rev My account? It's super easy. To create a Rev My account, simply visit www.cablebahamas.com and click the My Account icon. Next, select the Create Account option. Please have a copy of your latest statement on hand. Enter the information as it appears on the statement to the respective areas on the form. When you've finished, click Create Account to continue with the process. Once you've registered your account, you can use your username and password to check your account balance, view past statements, and pay your bill online. And that's your Rev Tip for this week. Thanks for watching, and be sure to join us next time.
I always wanted to come back to the College of Bahamas. I wanted to be a faculty. When the opportunity came for me to be Vice President of Operations, I said, well, let me try that first. It makes me proud because I was here before. I feel as if now I'm sort of like a beacon for those students who are here to say, hey, listen, I can actually be a Vice President. I can actually be one of the big leaders at the university. I'm Ronnie Stevenson, and this is my UB.
Apply today at www.ub.edu.bs.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise, midway point on a Monday morning.
It's been a good show so far, Phil.
It's been a good show, man. I almost want this is a song that Jaja gotta keep on moving. All of this running we doing this morning, man. We're literally running on and off the set.
I was for sure thinking that you were going to sign up for that marathon, man.
You know, I'm thinking about it. You know, I don't mind. I mean, I used to run a little bit, you know, when I was younger, but man, these knees, man, God, for these knees just, they won't allow me to be great anymore.
Wow, and the information about backup is really good too, because I did lose all of my material earlier this year for real.
Yeah?
Yeah, so that's really difficult.
And you know what, I mean, these guys are serious about it because, I mean, you're going to be doing another segment here with CIBC. They registered for that upstairs.
Yes, they did. The runners absolutely did.
Yeah.
But we've still got some really great stuff to come. We'll find out about the first medical coding symposium happening this week, and we'll get the details on the CIBC First Caribbean Walk for the Cure.
Yes, yes. And the chairman is here. Chairman of the Water and Sewage Corporation, the Honorable Adrian Gibson, is going to be talking about all of the efforts at the corporation post-Dorian. So looking forward to that update from him. But of course, second look with weather at sunrise with the Godfrey Burnside.
Weather at sunrise, brought to you by Bahamas First. First in insurance, today, tomorrow.
Thank you, Phil. Good morning, Mohammed. In your second look at weather, sunrise, the tropics. The tropics this morning is quiet, and the tropical storm formation not expected during the next 5 days. On the local scene, from the boundary across the extreme northwest Bahamas, will trigger off some cloudy periods, a couple of showers, but for the most part, high pressure will dominate across the other islands with partly sunny, hot and humid conditions, and there's a chance of until showers popping up by afternoon. And for the most part in your marine forecast, those winds today, east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet over the northwest Bahamas, northeast to east at 15 to 20 knots, sea 4 to 6 feet over the central and southeastern islands. On Tuesday, across all the islands, winds east to 15 knots, sea 2 to 5 feet. On Wednesday, east to 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet over the northwest and central Bahamas, east to southeast at 15 knots, sea 2 to 5 feet over the southeastern islands. Yeah, tides. Currently, you have a high tide at top on just a moment ago at 7:09. Next high tide will be at 1:31 this afternoon. Low again tonight at 8:07. Sunset at 5:26 this evening. Rises more at 6:19. UV index 8. Your water temperature 82 degrees Fahrenheit. And your moon phase for its quarter. As we go to the week, expect another cold front to move on here sometime on Saturday. That should bring that cool down for early next week if it comes through. And for the most part during the week, though, partly sunny, hot and humid with a chance of a couple of showers, and those temperatures daytime will be in the upper 80s, at nighttime in the mid to upper 70s. That puts you up on your final look at the weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, DeQuessa.
Thanks, Godfrey. So Healthcare Associates Training and Temp Center will be presenting the first annual Medical Coding Symposium this week, Friday, November 8th. Here to tell us more is Prenet Cash from Healthcare Associates. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here today.
Great to have you.
Good.
So tell us, what is medical coding and what do medical coders do?
Well, medical coders are the persons that are responsible for providing statistical codes for the country, for providing codes for reimbursement services. You would find us in every aspect of healthcare facility, including the hospitals, the insurance companies, even in the human resources department for employee benefits section.
Yes. So is medical coding a difficult skill to learn?
It is, but it is worth it. Currently, right now, we have about 60 certified professional coders within our country. So we hope to expand that number as we continue to provide awareness, educate individuals as to what medical coders are, how the important role they play within our country. Indeed. So this Friday, we're excited to say this Friday we are having our the very first annual Medical Coding Symposium. The objective is to bring together all professional coders, all healthcare providers, all healthcare professionals together, both private and public, within our country to talk about topics that affects medical coding, that affects healthcare within the country. So we'd have representatives, including the Minister of Health, Dr. Dwayne Sands. He will be speaking. We will have Dr. Charles Diggers, who's the Director and the Chief Medical Officer of Doctors Hospital. And then we have Dr. Cordelia Nain, and she is the Deputy Medical Director for the Public Hospital Authority. So we have quite a bit of speakers coming in and to deal with different topics that affects medical coding within our country.
Good. Are you able to tell us what some of those topics are?
So the first topic we'll talk about is the documentation requirements. What are expected of the doctors to document in their medical records so that reimbursement and information can be accurate there. And then we're going to talk about the financial impact that coding has on establishment facilities and the country at whole. We also have someone that's going to be speaking on the risk and safety issues as it relates to medical coding, erroneous medical coding, and also documentation standards. And then myself will be talking about the do's and don'ts about effective and accurate medical coding. So it promises to be a full day of information, networking, and we're just encouraging everyone within the healthcare field to just send a representative out.
So as I listen to you talk, I form my own opinion of what medical coding is.
Okay.
So when I think about it, I'm thinking that it's a number that you put on a form so that your insurance company or so that someone that gets the form has an understanding of what your procedure was or is. Can you just give us a little bit more information for the person that has no knowledge of what coding is?
Okay, sure. So think about if you walk into the doctor's office and you have a complaint. Let's just say, well, you're having headaches. So that headaches, then the doctor does this assessment and examination, may request some tests to be done. At the end of the day, may say, okay, you just have sinusitis, or we're looking at you possibly may have a slight case of elevated blood pressure. So the medical coders then are responsible for making sure that the correct diagnosis and all of the services performed are actually coded with a language with, you say, alphanumeric codes that the rest of the healthcare field can interpret and identify. So we would know then through the proper guidelines that, okay, you are not just there for the headache, but you actually had a sinusitis, and that is what we would code.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these codes are recognized just in the Bahamas?
No, yeah, internationally. The certification as a certified professional coder is recognized. It's a international board exam. You take it. It's a 5.5-hour exam. So for persons who do pass it, congratulations to those. But we do offer the course locally. Persons can take the exam locally. And we're looking forward to having more professional coders within our country.
Awesome.
Yes.
With reference to the upcoming conference, who can attend?
All healthcare providers.
Okay.
So whether you're a doctor, whether you work in the pharmacy, whether you work at physiotherapy, any healthcare providers or professionals, if you're responsible for the billing aspect of it, if you're responsible for talking to patients about their appointments and scheduling, we're inviting all of you to come out because this is an opportunity, like I say, to learn, to network, to hear from both sides, not just the provider standpoint, but from the reimbursement standpoint. And I think this will be the first time we're going to actually integrate public and private, so it's healthcare professionals on the whole.
What about an employee or a regular individual who just wants to understand their own medical coding system? Would the conference be open to them or not at this time?
It is open. It may be information that you may want. We would like to see more HR representatives there who deal with employee benefits, but if an individual wants to attend, some of the information may be above their head, but it's open to all.
Great. So can you tell us the time and venue of the event and how people can register?
Sure. It's at the British Colonial Hilton. It's from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Registration is going on right up to the conference. You can contact us at telephone number 676-4147 or 4826-2951. And of course, our email is Healthcare Associates Center, and the center is CENTRE @gmail.com. And on our website, you can also register there, www.healthcareassociatescenter.com. Sorry.
Well, Ms. Cash, thank you so much for being here on Bahamas at Sunrise.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
This is Eddie, and Eddie's a change counter. This is Sean. Sean doesn't have to count change because when Sean purchases a plan with Alive, it's VAT inclusive. Keep things simple, just like Alive's all-new VAT-inclusive prepaid plans with more talk, more text, and even more data. So don't be an Eddie. Freedom simplified. Alive. Believe in best.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. Of course, Dorian, whom we all know, caused tens of millions of dollars in damage to the water infrastructure in Abaco and the Grand Bahama. Here to talk with us about that is the chairman of the Water and Sewage Corporation and the member of parliament for Long Island, the Honorable Adrian Gibson.
Pleasure to be here again, my brother.
Yeah, thank you so much for always being available to us here on Bahamas at Sunrise, and of course, by extension, the Commonwealth of Bahamas, to whom we all serve. Dorian, I mean, obviously, is there a figure, a figure that speaks to the exact amount of damage that would have been caused, particularly in Abaco?
Well, let me say before I answer your question, I traveled to Abaco immediately after the storm, and I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Yeah.
I saw people pretty much over the brink of desperation.
Yeah.
Anything to survive, in strict survival mode.
Yeah.
The scent is something I'll never forget.
Yeah.
The sights and sounds, something that you can never forget. And I think that's probably the most severe incident that happened in this hemisphere in a while, right? But to answer your question, WSC, our initial estimates, and as we progress, we find more things. We are at the $15 to $20 million mark.
Okay. All right.
We have encountered a lot of challenges. We've lost a lot, from tanks to well field pumps to sewer installations to RO plants, etc., etc. So our losses continue to accrue and accumulate. When we submitted our initial estimates to the government, we said that we would need about 15 to 20 million. However, the caveat was that we will discover more as teams are deployed on the ground. So right now we have found breakage and leaks in the distribution system. That's the pipelines along the roadway. So you have to replace entire sections of those. You're talking about replacing tanks. This hurricane was so serious that a 500,000 imperial gallon tank is just taken up and blown away. And so you're talking about the storage system. So if you're producing the water, you still have to store the water. On the production side, we've had some losses as well. From the RO plant side of it, as well as with respect to the well fields. What happened with the well fields is there was a lot of saltwater intrusion. When your surge is up to 30 plus feet, that's a serious matter. Right. And then of course we've lost pumps, electrical and mechanical switch gears,
That's
vehicles.
almost like starting over.
Yes. Our entire fleet, vehicular fleet, right off.
Right off. Wow.
Right off.
Okay. All right. Well, boy, that's almost like starting over. You're talking from the well fields to the distribution to the storage, significant losses straight to. Is any parts of the island either up and running?
Yes. We have been very creative in trying to bring water to the island, and I've deployed various teams to Abaco to get that done and work in different sections. Marsh Harbor being the central point. We've also sent in water trucks, tanker trucks, and we've had the good fortune of having NGOs such as Water Mission and Samaritan's Purse assisting with the production side or helping us to get up and running or filling in certain gaps for us. One of the creative things we've done, we've put bladders in place, which are pretty much like flat tanks, and persons can go with their buckets and their whatever and get water, and they're at strategic locations. We've also begun to restore the supply. Out of our 11 areas that we supply, we have supplied so far, I think, 10. One, we're working with an NGO to get up and running. But whilst we do that, we have sourced an RO plant. Because at that site, we lost the RO plant plus two 30,000 gallon bladders. At least 115 and another 15. So 15,000 bladders. But we're pretty much partially up. In certain areas we are fully up. For example, Moores Island, we're completely up there. In Marsh Harbor, we are kind of focusing on supplying the critical government agencies, the critical relief agencies, or BEC, the BTCs, the persons who would have come in, etc. So we're doing our part to restore water as quickly as possible.
What about in Grand Bahama? I know you're not physically there, but obviously there has to be some type of partnership with the Grand Bahama Utility Company. What's the collaboration?
We went there. We saw what happened in Grand Bahama, particularly East Grand Bahama, and we've met with the Grand Bahama Utility Company. We have, and in fact at this moment, one of our employees from Sweeting's Key is assigned to them to assist.
Okay.
We have lent assistance to them in respect to water quality assessments and analysis, and personnel, generally speaking. So we are always available to the GBUC, and they are aware of that. So any technical needs, any personnel needs, we are here for them.
I mean, this probably provides, I mean, a lot of that is obviously short-term, immediate-term restoration efforts, but looking long-term, I'm sure there are many lessons and case studies that would have come out of Dorian. I guess there's an opportunity to kind of upgrade, if not the equipment, but certainly our approach to water provision.
Definitely. That's one thing we're doing, upgrading. The second thing, we're also factoring in climate variability in our future build-out, even in our replacement of what we would have lost. The reality is hurricanes are real in the Bahamas. This hurricane has shown how disastrous they can be. So we are building contingencies, for example, wanting to purchase additional RO plants maybe they haven't reserved, wanting to purchase other equipment to possibly get up and running even quicker going forward. So the idea is to take this as a case study and learn from it.
One final question. Of course, you wear many hats, and of course, we all know, I mean, the country knows your love for Long Island. Business outlook.
Yeah.
You going to be present again this year?
Definitely. Let me say this. I'm always pleased to know that June is coming. You know, from we first started this in Long Island, she's a great supporter of Long Island, where she also has roots. And so I commend her and the councillors for wanting to do this year over year. I will be there. And this is an exciting time for Long Island. Long Island is transitioning from being the little sleepy town to moving towards being a more progressive, productive, one of the leading islands in the country. You know, we've produced a lot of leading citizens of the country, so the island is also about on the cusp of taking off. So we've put the water in. We're looking at an airport coming in. We're looking at some other developments on the governmental and the private sector side beginning to come to Long Island. So we're very excited, and the Business Outlook showcases this and allows for other opportunities to be explored.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much, man.
My friend.
All right.
All the time.
Long Island Business Outlook. Register today. We've been with the Executive Chairman of the Water and Sewage Corporation, of course, the Member of Parliament for Long Island, the Honorable Adrian Gibson. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
How are we making Rev work wonders for you? We are doing it together. You told us what you want, and we've heard you. Want faster broadband? How about speeds up to 1 gigabit per second? Want shorter house calls? 2 hours max. We promise. Want to take your entertainment anywhere? Well, your Rev Go Play app is here. Rev, we've heard you. You speak, we listen. Rev, you and us together.
One thing, two things, blue thing, all things, things that are small, things that are grand, things that fit just right in the palm of your hand. Fox Hill Nursery, a large selection of garden supplies. If you can see it in your mind, you can find it at Fox Hill Nursery.
Welcome back. Due to the impacts of Hurricane Dorian, CIBC First Caribbean's Walk for the Cure was rescheduled from October 5th to Saturday, November 9th, 2019. Here to tell us more about the walk are Kizane Arthur, Walk Manager from CIBC First Caribbean, and Antoinette Fox, Business Analyst from CIBC First Caribbean. Good morning, ladies, and welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Great. So this is such a great initiative. Why did CIBC First Caribbean start the Walk for the Cure?
Well, CIBC First Caribbean started the Walk for the Cure in the entire region. So throughout the Caribbean, we all walk together during the months of September and October. And we want to raise awareness about cancer. So that is the reason why we continuously, every year for the past 8 years, have this walk.
That's amazing. And so what are the funds from the walk used for?
All of the funds from the walk is used to help cancer victims who are fighting this dreaded disease. And for the past 8 years, we've been given to the seven cancer societies where we have presence in the islands and in Nassau.
And which islands would they be?
They would be Eleuthera, Grand Bahama, Abaco, and New Providence.
And is that the Cancer Society?
The cancer societies, Sister, so all of the cancer-related groups, we assist.
Yeah. Okay. And how much money do you hope to raise this year?
Well, we're hoping to raise $100,000.
Whoa, what a goal. $100,000 you're hoping to raise this year.
Last year we were successful enough to raise 90. So of course you have to just carry the bar up every year.
Awesome. And so can you tell us the route of the walk and the distance of the walk?
Oh, definitely. So November 9th at 6:30 a.m. you have the short walk that's from Goodman's Bay Corporate Center to Malia and back. That's 3K. And then from Goodman's Bay Corporate Center to Sandals and back. That's 5K. And of course, for the runners, you have to give them additional challenge. So they'll be going to the roundabout by the Cable Beach Strip and back.
Oh, awesome. So you have a short category, a regular category, a runner's category.
Yes.
So will they be getting medals or awards or anything like that?
Yes.
Yes, the runners, we have categories for the runners, and they will definitely be getting medals and trophies because we know our runners are competitive and they look forward to these events.
Awesome. So will that be like a mini fair, a health fair, a wellness component,
yes,
with food, vendors, that
yes,
sort of
there will
stuff?
be. And we encourage everyone to come out to get information on it. The various cancer societies will be there giving out pamphlets. If you need to come and get some screenings, testings, referrals, come on out. And if you want to make it a family event, you can definitely do so. And we encourage everyone to come on out.
Well, I remember I attended the walk maybe about 2 years ago, and while I was on the walk, I saw kids in rollerblades and bicycles.
Yes,
and
we have
so
the kiddie corners, yes.
Like it was really a great family affair. So what are some of the vendors you have lined up? People like food.
Well, we have POW.
Okay.
We have Monkey Foot. We have the Pop Stop. That's the flavored popsicles. We have face painting. We have a number of things. So it's not just the walk or the run. It's an event, and it's a family event. When persons come back, they don't usually just leave. They hang around, they wait for prizes, they enjoy the vendors. You're going to have different companies out there with their items giving away for free. So it's an event.
Okay. It sounds really good.
Yes, and it's going to be hosted by our very own Bodie and Johnson.
No.
So, it's going to be something lively and bubbly. And we want to make it a celebratory event. And we don't want people to think about cancer as some death sentence. So even survivors, if you're a survivor and you're watching, we encourage you to come out, share your story, interact with persons. You may be able to encourage someone that may actually really need it on that day.
And I think that's one of the special things that I found at the walk as well in previous years that I attended. The amount of survivors that actually turn out and participate. You see a lot of celebration, a lot of laughter. So it's more than a walk.
Yes.
It seems that it's
like a community, and you kind of build this community annually. Yes.
Absolutely. So how can people register and what is the cost?
Okay, persons can register at any of our CIBC First Caribbean locations, and we have a number of locations around the island, so you don't have to worry if you're in Cable Beach. You can hop right into Sandy Port and register. If you're in Yamacroy, you can hop right into Marathon. So you can register at any of our locations. You can also register at Shirley Street. The cost is $20, and you can also register by sending your payment through the online banking. So you can call any one of us for further information. My name, Antoinette Fox. My number, 242-302-6036. We have Kizane Arthur. Her number, 302-6085.
And then the email address, if you need to get any correspondence, is walkforthecure, BAH@CIBCFCIB.com.
Awesome. Now, one of the other things that I noticed about your walk is that you have a lot of corporate involvement.
Yes.
So apart from CIBC First Caribbean, would you like to share?
Of course. Well, this is this year's shirt. I'm hoping you guys have a wonderful view of it. And of course, all of our sponsors who we thank graciously are listed on the back. We could not have been able to do this without them. So we want to thank each and every one of our sponsors. Let's get us zoom in on that to make sure everyone can see it. And then our shirts for this year.
Awesomeness. So as we wrap up this segment, can you just once again recap, if you want to encourage a survivor to come out If you want to encourage registration, any final words to garner support for the walk?
Final words is we encourage you to please come out this Saturday, November 9th, 6:30 a.m. Goodman's Bay Corporate Center. We know that it's going to be an amazing event, and this year funds, the majority, even though the 7 organizations will receive funding, the majority of the funds will go to the Grand Bahama and the Abaco Cancer Societies, because we know that those persons would have lost so much, but in the end they still need treatment and they still need care. So we need to ensure that they do get funding, and just come out, have a great time and support.
Well, thank you ladies so much for joining us here on Bahamas at Sunrise.
Thanks for having us.
We'll be right back.
Wait, that's Omar Little from The Wire. You think everyone is Omar from The Wire?
Wow, it's really nice to meet a fan.
It's like he's right here. I telling you he's been on all type shows and stuff?
And you know, Rev Go Play plays a lot of good movies and TV shows.
Excuse me, can't you see we're watching something else? Rude.
Settle all your pop culture disputes with Rev Go Play. Watch, record, and stream all your favorite shows wherever you are. Free for all Rev TV subscribers. Rev, you and us together.
Do you want to know more about the scriptures, the early Christian church, its teachings, suffering, other religions, the authenticity of the Bible? The Anglican Theological Institute is for you. Enroll in a 3-year certificate program. Classes are conducted from NASA and Freeport on Saturday mornings. Don't miss a class. Stay connected anytime, anywhere, with high-speed internet. Contact us at 603-2481. Visit our Facebook page. Pick up an application form at any Anglican church or at Addington House on Sands Road. The Anglican Theological Institute is for you.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Bahamas at Sunrise. Certainly, it's been a wonderful show, Donnie. Great to have you back.
Thank you, and thank you for letting the entire Bahamas know my nickname.
Oh, I don't know anything else but to call you that.
I know. It's so great to see you again.
Well, listen, I am registered. I got my shirt. You know, I'm going to have a conversation this week with these knees, and we're gonna work it out on Saturday.
Phil, I'll be right there waiting for you. I'll be right there at the walk waiting for you.
You're walking?
Yes, I'll be right there walking.
All right, well, there you have it, live and on air. We have made commitments. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you. Take care.